You know, most people don't understand what it's like to carry something so heavy, it literally shapes the way you live. To second guess happiness, because it always just feels temporary. You know, trauma isn't just a memory, it's a fingerprint on everything you touch. It makes peace feel impossible to obtain. And people, they'll just tell you, just let it go. But how do you let go of something that became a part of you? I know what it's like to smile in public and to break in silence. So I want to tell you, despite what people tell you, you're not broken. You're carrying more than most can handle, and you're still finding a way to move forward. That's incredible strength, my friend. I see you. And if no one has told you this, I want to remind you, you are getting through everything that you're going through. I'm proud of you for holding on, even when everything in you wanted to let go.
Did you know emotional abuse actually makes your brain forget who you are? Here's what happens. You get criticized, gaslit, and dismissed so often that your brain stops building memories of self-trust. Your hippocampus, the memory center, literally weakens your amygdala. The fear center becomes dominant. You stop recognizing your own needs. Your thoughts feel foggy. Your body stays in survival mode. You don't feel like yourself because your nervous system has been hijacked. You're not broken. You're just trying to remember who you were before the manipulation started.
You know what the saddest thing is? That the people that are most broken and that are hurting and are the saddest are the ones that would do absolutely anything for anyone else because they know the pain. They know what it feels like, and they don't want anyone else to have to go through that. But in doing so, they break even more because nobody ever does that for them. It's crazy what a person with a kind heart, what a kind soul would do something for anybody, but all they want is the same thing in return, and they can't even receive it. And it hurts, because I used to be that person that would give everything. I would give my life. I would give my soul. I would give my heart. But in reality, all I would get back was a broken heart, tears, pain, mental health issues, because I just wanted somebody to treat me the same way. It's a sad world we live in.
Emotional abuse doesn't just attack your confidence. It attacks your worthiness. It makes you believe that you need love to feel whole and that you need proof that you're enough. But healing isn't about finding love. It's about remembering you were already enough before they ever said you weren't. Your worth isn't earned, it's inherited by being human, by breathing, by surviving. And the most dangerous lie they told you, that you're unlovable unless you're useful. No, you are not a tool. You are a soul. And your healing begins when you stop chasing love and start protecting the love that already lives inside you.
Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, is a psychiatric condition rooted in profound alterations of the brain's fear and memory circuits. At its core, PTSD involves three key brain structures: the amygdala, the hippocampus, and the prefrontal cortex. In individuals with PTSD, the amygdala, responsible for detecting threats, is hyperactive, leading to exaggerated fear responses and hypervigilance. This heightened activity is not balanced by the prefrontal cortex, which typically acts as a regulator of emotional responses. In PTSD, the prefrontal cortex shows reduced activity, impairing the brain's ability to distinguish between actual danger and safe environments. This imbalance explains why trauma survivors may respond to harmless cues as though they were life-threatening. The hippocampus, which governs contextual memory and helps differentiate past from present, is often reduced in volume in PTSD patients. This structural change contributes to flashbacks and intrusive memories as the brain struggles to properly encode and separate traumatic experiences from current reality. Neurochemically, disruptions are observed in both the glutamatergic and serotonergic systems, as well as heightened activity in the stress hormone pathway, particularly cortisol. The development of PTSD is heavily shaped by childhood and environmental factors. Early exposure to trauma, such as abuse, neglect, or unstable attachment, primes the stress response system, lowering the threshold for later PTSD development. Repeated or prolonged trauma alters neural plasticity, making the fear circuits of the brain hypersensitive and less capable of recovery. Conversely, protective factors such as stable caregiving and consistent emotional validation can buffer against trauma's impact, even in genetically predisposed individuals. Ultimately, PTSD represents the brain's survival machinery turned against itself. The amygdala remains locked in alarm mode, the hippocampus fails to anchor the memory in the past, and the prefrontal cortex loses its capacity to calm the storm. This neurobiological constellation explains why trauma is not merely remembered, it is relived. If you want more deep dives into psychology, follow and save this video so you don't miss the next one.
Another day again to remind you that you can make it. You can make your dreams a reality. I know life gets hard. Sometimes it feels like you're stuck, tired, and invisible. But listen, if your heart is still beating, that means your story isn't over. Yes, people may doubt you. Yes, you might feel alone. But as long as you keep fighting, as long as you don't give up, you will get there one day. It doesn't matter how slow you move. What matters is that you never stop. Keep walking through the dark, one step, one day, one small win at a time. And when the world tells you to quit, let your pain remind you why you started. You're not weak. You're building something powerful. And one day, the same people who ignored your struggle will watch your success in silence. So keep going. Keep believing. Because this world hasn't seen the best of you yet.